Arya stood at the precipice of change. The wind whipped her cloak around her legs as she gazed out at the horizon. Eldoria, her home, was shrinking in the distance.
A lump formed in my throat. I was leaving behind everything I knew.
With a deep breath, Arya turned her back on the familiar. She had a destiny to fulfill, a path to forge. The prophecy echoed in her mind, urging her forward. A phoenix, a prophecy, and a journey into the unknown.
The journey to Solera was long and arduous. Days blurred into nights as I traversed treacherous landscapes. I encountered strange creatures and breathtaking vistas. Through it all, the thought of the phoenix fueled my spirit.
Finally, after weeks of travel, a glimmer of light appeared on the horizon. As Arya drew closer, the glimmer grew into a radiant glow. Solara, the city of light, awaited. Solara was a city unlike any other. Towers soared into the clouds, their golden spires catching the sunlight. Waterfalls cascaded from hidden springs, filling the air with a gentle mist. Arya had never seen such beauty.
The streets teemed with life. Merchants hawked their wares, their voices a vibrant symphony. Exotic animals, unseen in Eldoria, paraded alongside their owners. The air vibrated with a tangible energy.
Arya wandered through the bustling marketplace, her senses overwhelmed. The smells of spices and perfumes mingled in the air. Brightly colored fabrics hung from stalls, their textures inviting touch. She felt a thrill course through her, a sense of excitement for the adventure ahead.
Despite the city's vibrancy, a sense of mystery hung in the air. Whispers of ancient magic and forgotten lore followed me as I walked. I knew that beneath Solera's dazzling exterior lay secrets waiting to be uncovered.
Drawn by an inexplicable pull, Arya found herself before a curious little shop. Its sign, barely visible beneath layers of dust, read, "Whispers of the Past." The scent of old paper and leather drifted from within.
Hesitantly, I pushed open the door.
The interior was dim, lit only by a few flickering candles. Shelves upon shelves lined the walls, overflowing with books of every size and shape. The air was thick with the weight of untold stories.
"Welcome, child," she rasped, her voice surprisingly strong. "I sense you seek something."
Emboldened by the woman's warmth, I explained my quest for knowledge about the phoenix.
The old woman listened intently, her fingers tracing the spines of the ancient books surrounding her. When Arya finished, a knowing glint entered her eyes.
"The phoenix," the shopkeeper whispered, her voice barely audible. "Knowledge of such creatures lies in a place of power." She gestured towards the heart of Solara. "The Grand Library holds secrets beyond imagining."
Arya thanked the old woman and stepped back into the bustling street. The Grand Library, the name itself, sent shivers down her spine. It stood as a beacon of knowledge, a testament to the city's thirst for wisdom.
As I approached the library, its sheer size took my breath away. The building seemed to stretch on forever, its white marble facade gleaming in the sunlight. Carved figures adorned its walls, depicting scholars and mythical creatures, their expressions frozen in time.
Two towering doors, crafted from dark wood and etched with intricate carvings, guarded the entrance. Arya hesitated, feeling a strange mix of excitement and trepidation. Taking a deep breath, she pushed the doors open and stepped inside. The Grand Library's interior was even more awe-inspiring than its exterior. Rows upon rows of towering bookshelves stretched as far as the eye could see. Spiral staircases wound their way upwards, disappearing into the shadowy heights. The air hummed with a quiet energy, a symphony of whispers from the countless stories held within the library's walls. Behind a massive, intricately carved desk sat a stern-faced librarian. His gaze was sharp, his expression unreadable as he surveyed the countless visitors who dared to enter his domain. He seemed to radiate an aura of authority, a guardian of the knowledge entrusted to his care. Arya approached the librarian, her heart pounding in her chest. He reminded her of a watchful owl, his eyes missing nothing. Clearing her throat nervously, she inquired about the phoenix, her voice barely a whisper in the hushed hall.
The phoenix is a creature of legend. Knowledge of such beings is not easily obtained.
Undeterred by the librarian's warning, Arya launched herself into her research. Days turned into weeks as she tirelessly explored the library's vast collection. She devoured every scroll, tome, and manuscript that even hinted at the existence of the phoenix. The library became her world. As she delved deeper, Arya discovered the phoenix was more than a myth. It symbolized hope, rebirth, and the enduring power of the human spirit. The more she learned, the more determined she became to uncover the truth. Yet the phoenix remained an enigma. its secrets hidden behind layers of myth. Frustration gnawed at Arya. Every promising lead seemed to evaporate into dust. The Phoenix, once a beacon of hope, felt like a figment of someone else's imagination. She questioned her purpose, her confidence waning with each passing day. One afternoon, amidst a particularly disheartening bout of research, Arya stumbled upon a hidden alcove. Tucked away behind a towering bookshelf, it seemed untouched by time. Dust motes danced in the single ray of sunlight that pierced the gloom. Intrigued, Arya stepped into the alcove. Her fingers brushed against a cold, leather-bound volume. It was unlike the other books in the library. There was no title, no markings of any kind, just smooth, aged leather that whispered of forgotten secrets. Carefully, Arya lifted the book from its resting place. As soon as her fingers made contact, a jolt of energy surged through her. It was as if the book itself was alive, its pages pulsating with a hidden power. A sense of anticipation, of destiny washed over her. With trembling hands, Arya opened the book. The pages, yellowed with age, were filled with faded script and intricate illustrations. The language was unfamiliar, yet somehow she understood. It spoke of a time long ago, of a world shrouded in myth and magic. As Arya's eyes scanned the ancient text, a particular passage caught her attention. It spoke of a hidden valley, veiled from the outside world, where the Phoenix made its nest. According to the book, this valley held the key to understanding the creature's true nature.
Hope surged through my veins, reigniting the fire within me. This book, this hidden alcove, felt like more than just a stroke of luck. It felt like destiny, guiding me towards my true purpose. The Phoenix, I realized, was more than just a legend. It was real, and I was meant to find it.
For the first time since arriving in Solara, Arya felt a sense of clarity. The path ahead was still shrouded in uncertainty, but she no longer felt lost. She had a destination, a purpose. The journey to the Phoenix, it seemed, had just begun in earnest. Days turned into nights as Arya pored over the ancient book. She deciphered its cryptic language. The book spoke of ancient rituals, of forgotten magic, and of the delicate balance between the mortal world and the realm of the Phoenix was a manifestation of life, death, and rebirth. Its appearances were a sign of balance and renewal.
The valley mentioned in the book was a place of extraordinary power, a place where the veil between worlds thinned.
As Arya delved deeper, she realized the magnitude of her task. The journey to the valley would be fraught with danger, yet she was determined to see her quest through to the end. Armed with newfound knowledge and a heart full of determination, Arya prepared to leave the familiar comfort of the Grand Library. The librarian, who had initially seemed so intimidating, now regarded her with a hint of respect. He saw the fire in her eyes, the unwavering resolve that had blossomed within her.
The path you tread is a perilous one, but I believe you possess the strength to see it through.
He handed her a small, intricately crafted compass.
May this guide you towards your destiny.
The city gates loomed before Arya, a symbol of the unknown that lay beyond. She took a deep breath, the weight of her destiny settling upon her shoulders. Turning her back on Solara, she ventured into the untamed wilderness, her heart thrumming with a mixture of fear and exhilaration. The path ahead was uncertain, but Arya knew one thing for sure. Her journey was far from over. It was only just beginning. The prophecy, the Phoenix, the hidden valley, they were all pieces of a much larger puzzle, and she was determined to uncover the truth.
As I walked, the setting sun casting long shadows across the land, I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched. Whispers seemed to dance on the wind, carrying with them a sense of both warning and encouragement. The journey ahead would be fraught with danger, but I was ready. The spirit of the Phoenix burned brightly within me, guiding me towards my destiny.
The path of the Phoenix awaited,